The system you have been given for yearly ambition is fundamentally broken. It is not a bug, it is a design flaw, engineered for failure. You write a list of outputs, you receive a premature surge of dopamine, and you begin execution. But there is a predictable decay function. Data shows as many as 80% of resolutions are terminated by the second week of February. This is a system failure, not a moral one. The second Friday of January has been labeled Quitter's Day because the algorithm of giving up is so reliable. What if the flaw is not in your discipline? What if the flaw is in the architecture of the goal-setting model itself? In this transmission, I will show you why you must stop setting goals and instead install a 4-step protocol used by elite operators to build compounding momentum. This is the DAFR method. It will recalibrate your 2026. 1. The flawed architecture of traditional goals. The failure loop is familiar. You set an objective. I will lose 20 pounds, or I will write the book. For a short cycle, your output is high. You execute the diet. You wake early. Then, environmental friction increases. A stress-induced deviation from the plan. A disruption in the schedule. The internal pressure required to maintain the action dissipates, and you are left with the cognitive debt of another aborted mission. The hard truth is that the system is built to collapse. Traditional goal setting has 3 core architectural flaws that guarantee a reversion to your baseline state. First, goals are binary and rigid. There is only success or failure. There is no intermediate state. This all-or-nothing framework positions you in a constant state of pre-success failure, which is neurologically draining. Second, traditional goals make your internal state conditional. You have been programmed to believe, I will be X when I achieve Y. You are outsourcing your sense of validation to a future external event. This creates a persistent, low-level signal of inadequacy. Third, and this is the critical vulnerability, outcome-based goals ignore the primary driver of human behavior, identity. We do not rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. Lasting change is not a product of focusing on what you want. It is a product of upgrading who you are. You cannot build a new reality on top of a legacy identity. Before we deconstruct the protocol that will replace your flawed model, if you are ready to exit the looping failure cycle, subscribe to the Codeless system. The DAFR method, your new operating system. If goals are the problem, the DAFR method is the solution. It stands for define, action, feedback, and refine. Step 1. D. Define your systemic identity. An outcome-based goal is make $100,000. It is external, numerical, and you have low leverage control over it. An identity-based objective is I am a successful creator who consistently provides value. Feel the shift in the logic? One is a destination to be chased. The other is a state of being to be embodied. If you upgrade your identity, the core code of who you believe you are, you reduce the friction of changing your actions to near zero. Step 2. A. Design your minimum viable action. We are not seeking massive, unsustainable bursts of effort. We must isolate the smallest repeatable action that proves the new identity. A traditional goal demands overwhelming action. The sheer scale induces paralysis. Instead, ask, what is the minimum viable action I can execute daily? That reinforces my new identity. Success is an output of system execution, not goal fantasization. Step 3. F. Create a feedback loop. This is what makes the system intelligent. An intelligent system requires a continuous stream of data to self-correct. You are a scientist. You are not blindly executing a plan. You are gathering data from your experiments. The key is to schedule a recurring interval to analyze this feedback. 15 minutes every Friday. This is actionable intelligence. Step 4. R. Refine and repeat. Based on the feedback, you now possess the intelligence to make calculated adjustments. This step ensures the system evolves with you. The query is simple. What single adjustment can I make to improve my process? You are modifying the system to fit your reality, not forcing your reality to fit an arbitrary objective. This is the loop. Define, action, feedback, refine. It is not a one-time configuration in January. It is a dynamic operating system you run all year. Project forward to the end of 2026. Instead of analyzing a list of failed objectives, you will audit a year of consistent, compounding progress. You have become the healthy person. You have become the disciplined writer. You have become the consistent creator. The DAFR method is your protocol for building that unstoppable momentum. It is not a hack. It is a sustainable process for structural change. Your transformation for 2026 begins now with the first execution of this loop. Go execute. System offline.